12 benefits of being an introvert. 1. An introvert has more privacy. The introduction of the internet and other technological advances has benefited the entire world. An almost infinite amount of information is right at your fingertips. The downside is that with these advantages comes a more significant loss of anonymity and privacy. Guarding your personal information is a must, especially since identity theft and other scams are prevalent. Protecting your privacy is of the utmost importance if you're an introvert. You're not the one who befriends thousands of strangers on social media. You'll only share information with those you trust, and then only what's necessary. Your home is your sanctuary, and it's rarely party central. For you, privacy and solitude are what you crave the most. 2. Materialism doesn't mean as much. In this present age of materialism and excess, introverts are an anomaly. Most extroverts thrive on social interaction and everything that it involves. For these outgoing folks, more means more, whether people or possessions. As a loner, you're most likely to be a minimalist. You prefer quality time and experiences above keeping up with social crowds. Quiet people like you realize that possessions are only temporary and will never bring lasting joy. 3. Quiet people have more clarity in their goals. Do you know people who have goals but they're not their own? It's another subtle way that society tells them what they must do or be to gain success. Sadly, countless individuals are caught up in a whirlwind of false aspirations, reminiscent of The Great Gatsby. One of the benefits of introversion is answering yourself. You don't allow social media and other external fronts to dictate your life's path. You use self-reflection and a strong sense of intuition to guide your decisions. 4. The world needs an introvert like you. Isn't it reassuring that this world is big enough for various personalities? Society needs people with different characters, ideas, strengths, and experiences to thrive. Introverts are just as essential to societal survival as extroverts. Every career has advantages and disadvantages for both personality types. If you are one of the quiet people, you will excel in jobs that require long hours of solitude. On the other hand, extroverts shine in things like marketing, sales, and other people-oriented careers. 5. You often think on a higher level. Just because you like solitude doesn't mean you are more intelligent than extroverts. However, you're more apt to spend time on more profound thoughts. An article published by the National Library of Medicine suggests that introverts process information slower than extroverts. Such an attribute is an asset for teachers, philosophers, and those who work in the mental health field. You spend more time considering the pros and cons and tend to be more objective. Consequently, solitary tasks like reading and researching solutions are natural for you. 6. You consider other people. Extroverted people are at their best when mingling and chatting in a crowd. However, loners take this opportunity to listen and observe. You are probably skilled in nonverbal cues like body language and basic intuition. You're also more likely to be more empathetic to others and can feel their emotions. While your conversations are few and far between, those you have are meaningful. Sometimes you may experience hypersensitivity, making you avoid a lot of socialization. 7. The introvert is a better listener. It stands to reason that quiet people like you would listen more than they speak. Since chatting isn't your thing, you would rather listen anyway. Over time, you've probably developed excellent active listening skills that have served you well. You're interested in what the other person is saying and take time to process their words. Instead of interrupting or thinking about what you'll say next, you mirror the speaker's emotions. The neutral body language you use shows you're listening and aren't distracted. 8. You often have more meaningful relationships. It's true that extroverts rarely meet a stranger and enjoy a vast network of friends and colleagues. It's easy for them to form personal and professional relationships. However, many of these relationships are superficial and lack a genuine bond. Quiet people like you don't allow many folks into your circle of trust. Your philosophy says that every relationship is unique and there's no need to bring more people into your life than necessary. Consequently, your few relationships are close, meaningful, and lasting. 9. an introvert can be highly creative. Few can dispute the benefits of the creativity spawned by collective brainstorming. It happens in families, at work, and in other social situations. Everyone contributes their thoughts and ideas and agrees on a solution or discovery. Introversion is also an ideal personality trait that boosts creativity. Most artists, polymaths, and inventors throughout history found creative inspiration in solitude. When you are alone with your thoughts, it's easier to listen to your inner voice. 10. You have more energy and time. Let's face it, socializing with others takes a lot of time and energy. Attending parties or going for a night on the town often leaves you little time for yourself. Therefore, introverts would rather kick back for a quiet night of solitary activities. Spending enough time alone can make you more aware of self-care. You have more time for journaling, meditation, and other tools for reflection. More self-care means you can recharge your internal batteries and have time to do what you want. 11. You value your independence. Although no person is an island, quiet folks like you strive to be as independent as possible. Few things make you feel more uncomfortable than the need to depend on someone. You also don't want to owe people or be obligated. You may interact with others without necessity, but you don't have to rely on them. Throughout your life, you've realized that you're responsible for your health and happiness. A priority in your life gives you greater clarity to set and achieve goals. 12. You think before you do or say something. Nobody is immune from accidentally saying something and putting their foot in their mouth. Also, who hasn't done something they've regretted? It's the human condition and why apologies and forgiveness will always exist. If you're introverted, you probably spend more time thinking than talking. This habit has trained you to pause and think before speaking or acting. Those few moments of silence may save you many embarrassing moments and regrets.